The air crackles with the hum of the Genesis engine, a monolithic structure pulsing with a malevolent light. Scientists, now ghosts of their former selves, whisper of a cosmic anomaly, a rogue planet on a collision course with Earth. You are the last one. The calculations are immutable, the outcome irreversible. But there's a failsafe, a desperate gamble, the Genesis engine. It can divert the planet, but at an unthinkable cost. A randomized sacrifice, a billion souls extinguished, erased from existence to ensure the survival of the rest. The fate of 7 billion rests in your trembling hands, an unimaginable burden, an unbearable choice. Can you live with the blood of a billion on your hands? Or can you bear witness to the end of all things, knowing you held the power to prevent it? What is a life worth when weighed against the survival of a species? Are you a savior or an executioner?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma forces us to confront the terrifying calculus of utilitarianism taken to its absolute extreme. Is the greater good always justified, no matter the atrocity required to achieve it? The psychological toll of choosing to actively end 1 billion lives, even to save more, would shatter most individuals. Conversely, passively allowing extinction, even without direct action, carries its own unique brand of guilt and despair. It's a battle between active complicity and passive annihilation, each scarring the soul in profound ways. Does an action make you innocent, or merely a witness to doom? Deep within the shadowed archives of history, encrypted in forgotten languages and symbols, you uncover a secret so profound, so devastating, it unravels the very fabric of human civilization. It's a truth that obliterates every comforting narrative, every shared myth, every pillar of belief humanity has ever constructed. To reveal it would be to cast the world into an existential abyss, a free-fall of chaos and despair. Society would splinter, governments would crumble, and the fragile peace would shatter into a million shards of anarchy. You hold the switch to humanity's collective illusion, a switch that could either illuminate absolute reality or plunge it into eternal night. Is ignorance truly bliss, when the truth looms like a silent predator? Can you deny humanity its right to reality, no matter how brutal? Or can you condemn billions to a meaningless existence solely for the sake of fragile peace? What is the cost of absolute truth?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma pits the pursuit of knowledge against the preservation of societal order and mental well-being. Philosophically, it challenges the very concept of enlightenment. Is truth always beneficial, or are some truths too dangerous to wield? The individual grappling with this choice faces the immense pressure of becoming either the ultimate liberator of reality or the ultimate suppressor of humanity's deepest fears. The psychological burden of knowing such a devastating truth, whether revealed or concealed, would be an inescapable prison. It's the ultimate test of whether our capacity for truth is matched by our capacity for survival. The damp, putrid air chokes you, each breath a struggle against the pain that has become your constant companion. Days bleed into weeks, weeks into months, the only measure of time the rhythmic lash of the whip, the searing kiss of the iron. Your captors, faceless shadows, offer a reprieve, a twisted mercy. Across the cell, an innocent soul, brought solely for this purpose, pleads with wide, terrified eyes. And their suffering, they demand, and yours will cease. The tools lie cold and gleaming at your feet. To refuse means a lifetime, perhaps an eternity, of unyielding torment, a living death without end. Your body screams for release, but your soul recoils. Can you sacrifice another's innocence to save your own? Is your survival worth the unspeakable pain you inflict? How much of your humanity can you shed before you become the monster? Where do you draw the line when your very being is under siege?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This scenario delves into the darkest corners of human resilience and moral compromise under extreme duress. It challenges the very definition of integrity when faced with unimaginable personal suffering. The psychological torment of being forced into such a choice creates a profound moral injury, regardless of the decision. Choosing to inflict pain on another, even to escape it, leaves an indelible scar. Enduring the pain, however, tests the limits of human endurance and the strength of one's core values. It's a stark exploration of how easily circumstances can erode our moral compass and transform victims into perpetrators. A silent epidemic sweeps through the forgotten wards, a merciless plague stealing the breath from hundreds of innocent children. Their tiny bodies waste away, their parents' pleas echoing like desperate prayers in a cold, indifferent world. Then a miracle, or so it seems. Scientists discover a rare compound, a potent antidote that promises salvation. But the formula is incomplete. It demands a catalyst, a living spark. To synthesize enough to save the hundreds, one healthy, vibrant child must be offered, their life force extinguishing to ignite the cure. You are the one who must make this impossible choice, the one who holds the power of life and death over hundreds and over one. Can you be the angel of death to one, to be a savior to many? Is one life truly less valuable than 100? Will the screams of the dying hundreds haunt you more than the innocent gaze of the one sacrificed? Who plays God in this twisted equation?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma is a classic trolley problem twisted into a deeply personal and horrifying decision. It forces us to confront the inherent unfairness of life and death and the brutal arithmetic of utilitarian ethics when applied to the most vulnerable. The psychological burden of actively choosing to end an innocent life, especially a child's, even for a greater good, is almost insurmountable. The alternative, allowing hundreds of others to die, carries its own immense guilt. This scenario strips away abstract moralizing and confronts us with the raw, visceral agony of sacrificing purity for necessity, forever blurring the lines between hero and monster. Humanity stands at a precipice of genetic mastery. A breakthrough serum, derived from years of painstaking research, promises a future free from the suffering of inherited disease. No more cystic fibrosis, no more Huntington's, no more childhood cancers passed down through generations. A utopia of health, a world where every child is born perfect. But the cost is staggering. To permanently cleanse the gene pool, a one-time global sterilization of 10% of the current population, chosen entirely at random, is required. These individuals will never know the joy of parenthood, their genetic lineage abruptly terminated. You are the architect of this brave new world, or the guardian of its imperfections. Is the purity of the future worth the involuntary sacrifice of the present? Can you condemn millions to childlessness for the greater good of generations unborn? Are you a visionary or a tyrant, a healer or a destroyer of dreams? What gives you the right to play
10,
God with human destiny?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma explores the complex interplay between societal progress, individual rights, and eugenics. It's a grand-scale ethical quandary that forces us to weigh the theoretical perfection of a future free from suffering against the immediate and irreversible violation of reproductive autonomy for millions. The psychological impact on those sterilized and on the individual making the decision would be profound. It raises chilling questions about the limits of improvement and where the line between public health and mass coercion is drawn. The echoes of historical atrocities committed in the name of genetic purity make this choice particularly resonant and terrifying.